my fellow comic book collectors. This is part 6, and it's like mostly slabs now. Pretty much there's going to be like 3 more parts after this. So this is 6 and then 7, 8, and 9, and that's it. It's all slabs. There's a few raw books mixed in, but for the most part, it's slabs. So yeah, some pretty great books. It's getting into all big books now. Some of them are, smaller, but we'll see. I'll show you what. So we'll get into these ones, and I will show you some pretty cool books, I hope, and you will be impressed. Okay, so the first that was inside of this it's actually Barbie. So they're coming out with a Barbie movie, and so I ordered it. It was really affordable. It was like $40-50 in that range. So it was 2 things. It came in with a reader copy, but it's still sealed in the poly bag, believe it or not. So really high grade actually. And then a 9.0 slabbed copy of Barbie #1. And I believe this is done by John Romita, which is kind of cool. He did this, cover. It's like a photo cover, but kind of cool. So Barbie #1 with a John Romita cover. Kind of interesting. So yeah, so this is almost embarrassing to say, but when I was a kid, my sister was 1 year older than me. But even though she was 1 year older than me, she always acted as if she was 20 years older than me. So she would play Barbies, and I always wanted to hang out with her. She was like my idol. So I'd play Barbie with her. I would do weird things with the Barbies, but so I'm a little bit nostalgic to Barbie. So this is the modern Barbie. But yeah, I just thought it'd be kind of cool to pick up. And they're coming out with a Barbie movie, which might be interesting. Okay, so that's a little bit of like weirdness about my life. Sadly, I don't get along with my sister anymore. Like, we're sort of estranged. I don't know. Ever since she went to university, she's not interested in hanging out with me anymore. It's kind of sad how that happens. Okay, the next book, which is well wrapped, I have to say. Oh my goodness, this was not intentional, but so I showed you Barbie, the modern one, the modern #1. Well, this is actually the Barbie first appearance. It's got a lot of paper on it. So originally, Barbie appeared in this one, Barbie and Ken #1. And again, it's another one of these photo covers. And it's just so this is from 1952 or 1962. And I picked this up for a very affordable price. I think it was like 100 or so, 150, I think something like that. And I thought, wow, that's such a great price. Actually, the guy had a best offer where he dropped the price a bit. So I just thought it was such a great price, with the movie coming out, why not get, her first appearance? And it's kind of like, to me, like, I always like these pop culture, important historical characters. And Barbie to me is like, in terms of girls, it would be one of the most, like, kind of biggest iconic toys, I would say, is Barbie. So Barbie and Ken #1. First appearance of Barbie and first appearance of Ken. So kind of cool. Double key. I don't know. It's being silly. Okay, so that was that. That was kind of cool that they were together, like in terms of when I opened them. That was weird. I didn't plan for that at all. But that was very convenient. Okay, so this is the next group of slabs. A lot of slabs in here. A whole bunch of slabs. Not quite sure what this is. We'll find out. Okay. Oh, there is a raw comic in here. Oh, so just this is a freebie. They said thank you, and it's like Detective Comics 1941. Kind of a cool little comic. So this was just a freebie that was thrown in. So that's kind of cool. I always like getting free comics. And so why did they give me a free comic? Well, let's see what the book is that they... Oh, yes. So this is Batman 669 and 609, sorry, 609. And this is the first appearance of Hush. The cover is done by Scott Williams. So Scott Williams cover, and just a really... Hush is one of these characters that I have a feeling they're going to use in upcoming Batman movies. So I just figured, hey, why not get his first appearance? So so first appearance of Tommy Elliott, Hush. So kind of cool. And it's a great cover too. Not just, you know, it's kind of a cool first appearance and a cool cover. So I like Poison Ivy a lot, so that's kind of cool. Okay, next one. Wow. Okay, so now we're getting into Grail books. This is a Grail book, a major Grail. This is Casper #1. This is the first appearance of Casper the Friendly Ghost, and it's just it's from 1949, and I think it's St. John Publications. And this actually, the weird thing was, this just had a record sale in the same grade. And they had it on my comic shop for $300 less. I was like, why not? You know, just a really great book. You know, I always liked Casper the Ghost. He's one of those characters that, you know, really appeals to those kind of kids that just don't fit in, like outcast kid. Oh, that doesn't have any friends, you know. Well, Casper is one of those kind of outcasts. You know, he's like this ghost that you know, you always feel bad for. You know, he doesn't fit in with the other ghosts because he's a friendly ghost, and he doesn't fit in with people because, you know, they're scared of him. So, you know, kind of one of those outcasts. And you know, as a kid, you're like, oh, I'd be your friend, Casper. You know, I'd like you. You know? So it's kind of a cool character. I always like Casper. So Casper the Friendly Ghost, #1. From 1949. Wow. Really great book. That was one of the ones that was on my want list since I was a kid. That's just I always wanted that book. That's such a great book. Okay, now this next one, maybe the next couple, are all books that were really cheap. So these are just cheap slabs, and they had just great covers. So cheap slab, great cover. I think the cost for these books was $20, and I think there was actually even a discount after that. So they were on my comic shop, and I just thought they were great. 9/8, beautiful cover. Kind of, I like this art style. Whoever did it. Let me see who did it. The cover was done by Massimo Carnevale. So I just really thought, I liked the art style. I just thought it was a really great cover. This is Conan the Barbarian #3 from 2012. And then another one that I just thought, yeah, same artist. And this is Conan the Barbarian #16. I just thought these were really great covers. And for $20, why not? Like, you know, it's cheaper than getting the slab, and it's a 9/8. You're getting that top grade. And this one actually is kind of a cool book because it has an extra special thing about it. Now, it's not a key for anything on the cover or anything in the book. It's the back. The Last of Us. It's actually the first, it's an ad for The Last of Us. Isn't that cool? So kind of a, you know, if you're into those ad first appearances, so this is kind of one of those. So kind of cool. Extra bonus on the back. And for the cost of the slab, it was pretty great. Now this next one is the first cover appearance of Forge. And again, I got it in a 9/8, so it was really affordable. I think it was like, I want to say $30-ish in that range. It wasn't that expensive. And, you know, first cover appearance, X-Men, 9.8. I like getting these 9.8s. You know, it's always, I'm not a, you know, a grade fanatic, but if you can get a book, you know, for the cost of the slab in a 9.8, why not? It just seems like such a great deal. So yes, this is the Forge first cover appearance, I should say. And yeah, from 1984. And it's pretty good that it's in such high grade. Like, you know, like they weren't encapsulating the books back then. And, you know, obviously they did, you know, people did take care of their books back then, but, you know, I still think that's impressive to get like a 80s book in such high grade. And it is, does it say, it doesn't, it's an old CGC slab, so it doesn't say the page quality, which is kind of annoying. Oh no, it actually does. It's white pages. That's awesome. So not only is it a 9.8, it's white pages too. So really great book. I'm super excited to have that. So yeah, so that's X-Men 186. Next. Okay, this is kind of a cool book. I was shocked by this one. So I was just shocked by the price. I actually have this book already, and now I have 2 of them, but my other copy was not slabbed. And I was, you know, it's kind of a rare-ish book. I wouldn't say it's like super rare, but this book, you know, I think there's less than 50 on the census, or maybe even like less than 20 on the census. It's from 1950. And I think it's either the 3rd or like in the top 5 highest graded copies on the census. So it is a Massey #1 and a 7.5. Now the original price I think was $100 that they wanted for it. It's like, okay. But then they, you know, I just put it on my watch list, and I do this a lot, where I put it on my watch list. I'm going to maybe buy it later. I'm thinking about it because I already own the book. You know, getting it slabbed is kind of nice. But then they put it in a like an offer like thing, you know, where, oh, you get like, you know, $20 off or something like that. So I got it for $80 shipped. I think it was 80 or 70. It was like really affordable. I was like, why so cheap? Like so crazy. So yeah, it was like kind of a no-brainer. I just thought for a golden age book, high grade, and it's the first appearance of Massey, and it's issue #1, you know, a 5-center, not even a 10-center, a 5-center, just a really cool book. So this is Massey #1. You know, let me show you a bit better. It's just a really, it's so beautiful. And I think Massey's kind of an underrated character from the Golden Age. So yeah, and I'll show you the back cover too. So this is, and it was done by nationwide publications. So not too bad. And reasonable page quality too. It's off-white, which is not bad. For a Golden Age, that's pretty good. Okay. Getting lots of bubble wrap. Oh, wow. Okay, so another kind of fun book. This is a nice Precode horror book. This is Tales of Terror #1. This was a one-shot. They actually renamed the series later as Tales of Horror. So this was first. This is Tales of Terror #1 from Toby Press in 1952. So, yeah, I just think it's a really great cover. I like this kind of girl in the red dress in peril kind of thing. It's really quite nice. And you can buy lots of rings on the back. So just a really great Golden Age Precode horror slab. Not a super high grade, but it presents well. That's the key to me. And I think it's a really nice book. So that's Tales of Terror #1. And it was just a one-shot. They didn't do a #2 or anything. And they came out with a new series called Tales of Horror, and that actually has some pretty big books in it. Okay, now, next, so many slabs. So, okay. Okay. Oh, okay, I really like this one. This is another book that I had wanted for a long time, and I don't know why I never picked it up. So I just recently picked it up, and because I always liked it. This is Batman Adventures, it's number 1, Holiday Special, number 1. So basically, the reason I like this, the Batman Adventures series, the cartoon series, was brilliant. It was just probably one of the best cartoon series of all time. Just the artwork was great, the story writing was brilliant, and one of the best stories from the series was Mr. Freeze's origin story, where they kind of explain him and give him real depth. You know, he's kind of a quirky character. I mean, he goes around with a freeze gun. It's just such a quirky thing. But they made him like a sincere character, like a real fleshed out character. And you really love him at the end of it. It's a kind of a tearjerker kind of episode. And so this is just a real, like, I always wanted this comic for that reason, because it just captures him as a character. And the artwork is done by Bruce Timm, and just a really great book. And it's Paul Dini, of course, did the writing for it. So it's just kind of cool. Really great cover. I like how it's, he's reflecting Batman and Catwoman in the, is it Catwoman or is it, no, Batgirl, I think, in his helmet. So just really kind of cool. I just really like that one. So yeah, that was quite nice. So, that one I really like. Okay. I don't know why it took so long to get that one. So but I finally got it. I think I was just waiting for it to be at the right price, and it was at the right price. Okay. Still a few more slabs, and then and then the next few videos, all slabs, and it gets bigger and bigger. Okay. This one has a lot of wrapping. They really didn't want this slab to break. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. So actually I have this book already, but the copy I had was a coverless copy. So I was like, oh, I really want to find a cover or, get a real full copy. So this is Wonder Woman 12. It has a brilliant cover. I just love the cover. It's like her, trying to stop this missile, and you got the little fairies trying to catch it in the in the net. It's just I think it's really great. I just think it's really, really great Golden Age Wonder Woman cover. So this is Wonder Woman number 12. Just a really great book. And it has a Helen Keller story inside. And the cover is done by H.G. Peter, who's kind of like the early Wonder Woman cover artist. And it's obviously Charles Marston is the one that wrote the story. Oh, actually it says, no, I'm wrong about that. It's Joyce. Joyce Murchison. So that's kind of cool. So wow, really great. I really love this cover. I like the fairies and stuff. I think it looks kind of cool. I think it's a really great one. I really like that. I'm going to put that in here. Okay, one more slab, and we'll see what it is. Let's see if I can get this out easily. It's really well wrapped. Okay. Okay, it's got a bunch of pull tabs. Let's see if I can get this out. So this is actually, I like when they ship it like this, where they have these little pull tabs. Really well done. Something. Oh, I can tell you this is a big book. Lots of big books in this one. Okay. Wow. This one is a really great book. I really love this one. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so this one is a series that I'm also trying to complete, which is unlikely. It's a brutal series to get because it's just expensive. But this is one of the better covers from it. It's probably my favorite cover from the run. This is Mr. Mystery 4. Yeah, 4. And I just love it. You have the artist painting the girl, and she's in bondage in the cover in the painting, and she's getting stabbed in the painting. See how she's stabbed in the painting? And then the artist is going to make that come to life. It's just a crazy cover. And just a really great, I really like this one. I would actually say it's one of my favorite. I know it's weird. I just really love it. It's one of my favorite Precode horror covers. I just really love this book. It's just so great. You know, it's a bit of a headlight cover. It's a bondage cover. You know, kind of an orange dress, but we'll call it a red dress. But yeah, just oh man, it's such a great book. What a great book, and reasonable grade. It's like a 4.0. But man, just a really great cover. I just really like it. So who did the art? Oh, so it's Ross Andro and Mike Esposito cover. Isn't that amazing? So you know, Ross Andro is the one that did a lot of Wonder Woman covers. So this is a really great cover. He did a great job. He did some really great bondage covers in Wonder Woman too. So maybe that's why. Really great. I really love this one. This is, as I said, one of my favorite Precode horror covers. Just really great. I really like it. I just like the girl's expression. She's just like in sheer terror. I just think it's really great. Wow, what a great cover. Okay, so that is part 6. I hope you enjoyed it. It's going to only get bigger and better. It's actually just keeps on getting better. This was a really great box or boxes of comics. So stay tuned for the next parts. It's getting bigger and better. So yes, so again, please like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss anything. And hit the bell notification. I noticed that a lot of people haven't hit that bell notification. So you don't want to miss my videos because I'm going to be showing some pretty cool stuff. I'm going to try to show some interesting things that you'll never see. So hopefully you'll watch with me. And thanks for watching.